In this course, we will understand how to generate a new e-way bill. After successful login, click on Generate New under the e-way bill option. The system will open the e-way bill entry form. Please note, before starting the entry for e-way bill, 1. The mandatory fields for e-way bill are indicated with red dot and additional fields for generation of GST-R1 are indicated with green dot. GST-R1 is prepared based on this data automatically by system at the end of the month at GST Common Portal on the taxpayer login for verification and submission. 2. You are advised to create the masters of your products, clients, suppliers and transporters in masters option. The creation of master is a one-time process and will help you in generating the e-way bill faster and without mistakes. 3. Some of the columns are auto-filled and made uneditable depending upon the user category, such as taxpayers, transporters, citizens and sub-users. First, select the transaction type as outward or inward, and accordingly, system will populate the subtypes related to the selection. The subtypes under outward are supply, export, job work, phone use, extra. When you select outward, the system fills up the from section with your address. When you select the inward as transaction type, the subtypes will be displayed as apply, import, sales return, extra. Now, you can see to section is filled with your address. Next, select the document type of the transaction from the drop-down. The document types are invoice, bill, bill of entry, credit note, challan, extra. Now, document number has to be entered with alphabetic if any as printed in invoice or document. The document date by default is today. However, you can change to previous days. Please note that the document date should be a prior date to the current date. Even though the consignor details are auto-populated, you can edit them. You can select the additional place of your business, if exists, from the drop-down list by typing a few characters of your legal name in the name column. Next, enter the consignee details. Type 2 to 3 characters of your client to get a drop-down list. Now, on selection of the name, how the details are auto-populated. Remember, this is possible only if your client details are updated in Masters option. Please check the video on how to enter My Masters. If you are entering the consignee details directly, please enter the 15-character GST of the consignee correctly. If he is an registered taxpayer, then enter URP in GST column. If the goods are being delivered to a different address or state, then change the recipient address details accordingly. Next, you need to enter the products or items being delivered. Enter 2 to 3 characters of the product name so that a list is displayed. Now, choose the particular product and the rest of the fields such as HSN code, unit and tax rates are auto-populated by the system. Again, remember that this is possible only if you have updated the product master. Otherwise, you can enter the fields manually as well. Now, enter the quantity and the taxable value. The tax is calculated automatically. For intrastate, CGST and SGST tax, and for interstate, IGST tax will be calculated. On entry of all the items, you need to enter the transportation details such as mode of transportation, road, rail, air or ship, and the approximate distance of travel for goods movement. The distance decides the number of days the e-way bill is valid for. That is, for the first 100 kilometers or part of it, the validity is 1 day, and subsequently for every 100 kilometers or part of it, the validity will be added with 1 day. If you enter approximate the distance as 243 kilometers, then the validity is 3 days. The part B consists of the entry for transporter details or the vehicle number. You can enter the vehicle number by which the goods are transported. If the vehicle number is not known when the e-way bill is being prepared, the transporter details can be entered. Type a few characters of the transporter name to see a drop-down. Again, remember that this is possible only if you have updated the transporter master. Now select the name and the other details such as GST or transporter ID is displayed. If you are moving yourself your goods, then your GST can be entered as a transporter ID. Next, enter the transport document number and date if the mode of the transportation mode is other than road, else this is not necessary. Now, click on Submit button. On successful validation, the e-way bill system will be generated with a 12-digit e-way bill number. Remember, the e-way bill is valid for movement of goods only if the vehicle number is updated by the taxpayer or the transporter, or document number in case of other modes. The validity starts from the day when the first vehicle number is entered or the document number is entered in case of other modes. Now, you can see the e-way bill on your screen. It has QR code, 12 digits e-way bill number and generator details. You can also see the validity details. Below this, part A shows the destination GST IN, place and other details. Finally, you can see the transportation details in part B.